Okay, go.
This is undefeated first place Volcanic deck. So for the monsters, we run one Volcanic Doomfire. This is a way to get Blade Accelerator in the grave, and it's a big meter and it's a replacement for Blaster. 3 Volcanic Rocket, because you can do Summoner Monk plays and he gets you reload, which is a key card in the deck, so he's important. 3 Royal Firestorm Guards, probably the second most important monster, because he shuffles back all your scatter shots and lets you draw 2, so his effect is probably really important. 2 Summoner Monk, you don't run that many spells, but he works out more often than you think, and he's just to get to reloads and rank 4s faster. 3 Scattershot. This is the main monster. You send it off of reload and wipe your opponent's monsters and deal 1500 damage, and that's really good. And it made me win a game because it makes Yangzings miss timing because the burn damage comes last, so it's really good against that, and it's just a good card. 3 Shell, because you can draw with off a reload, plus it's not that bad card to have a hand for discarding. And that's it for the monsters. I think it's somewhere like 15. 3 Pot of Duality. You're not special summoning much, and you don't really need to use it that often unless you absolutely need a card, but it's a good card to have all the time. 2 MSD. This is another way to get reload and grave if you absolutely have to, and people run skill drains or royal decrees, and this is a way to get out of them. 2 magic planner. This is another way to get Blaze reload in the grave, and it gives you some advantage. And there's other cards you can use it on, like Fiendish Chain if it's dead. 1 Regeki, 1 Book of Moon, and 1 Wildfire. Regeki is, the Gin Lock isn't that much of a problem, so you don't really need that many outs to it, but Regeki is just a good field wipe if you can't scattershot. Book of Moon is good for monsters that just have to have face-up effects, and Wildfire is another way to get reload and grave and wipe the field, and it nets you a token. That's it for the spells. Traps, you run 3 reload. This is the main card in the deck. It's treated as Tri-Blaze, and you can ditch 1 in your hand to draw a card, or one it's in the grave, you can banish it to send a Volcanic from the deck. So this is how you get scatter shots going. 3 Fiendish Chain. This is another target for Magic Planner. It's a really good card in this format. It just stops your opponent's monsters from activating effects and attacking, and it's especially good in this deck. 3 Reckless Greeds. You can't run upstarts because you want to be trying to burn your opponent as fast as possible and just win the game faster, and it gives you more advantage if you draw into 2 or you just have 1 on the field, because consistency is key in the deck. 1 Vanities, because it doesn't hurt you at all that much, and you're not going to be sending from deck that much unless it's for reload. 1 Ring of Destruction, because it's a burn card and it gets rid of a monster, and I like it in this deck. Torrential is iffy because you kind of want to keep your monsters sometimes, but it's good for just basic field wipe. Bottomless, obviously. Compulse, it's iffy as well, but it's out to things like Window, which is a problem for this deck. And the 1 Magic Cylinder, because this card is, if you're going to be burning them for 1500 a lot, and it just gets rid of all their cards. For the extra deck, you want to trick your opponent, so you got 2 Geyseris, a Gator, and an Armades. You never go into these because you don't run anything to go into them, so there you go. I mean, I side a Veiler, so I could have gone into this technically.
So they're just for lulz?
Just for lulz, just to trick my opponent. Like, I had one opponent side in a Shadow Imprisoning Mirror because he saw these in my extra deck. I placed it face up, and he sided in a Shadow Imprisoning Mirror, and that made me laugh a little bit. And 1 Exciton just wipes. 1 Rhapsody, you can get rid of key cards in Necros and other decks that need grave, like the Nebs. Garger Cowboy for burn. Firefist became popular. This is just good. I run this card because you have a lot of space in the extra deck, and it's decent at times.
Support the patriarchy.
And Mace Stroke, I never used this card. I just wanted to put a maximum amount of cards in the extra deck. One Diamond Dyer. This card actually just put in a lot of work. I went into it once, but I got rid of a Royal Decree on the field, and I had set 4 back row currently, so
that made me mad.
It opened up my field for a lot of plays. Dweller, because everything is in the graveyard now, so those crazy kids. One Silent Honor Arc. These two are probably the ones I went into the most. Kestel and Silent Honor Arc, just to get rid of problem cards. For the side, it's mostly your choice, but my side was a little wonky because I don't have all the side cards, but basic 3 Mind Crush, obvious, you should be siding or maining it. 2 Light Prism Mirror because Satellars are butthole. 1 Shadow Imp. I would honestly run a lot more of these, maybe 2 to 3, but I only have 1 randomly, I don't know why. 1 Diffusion, I was going to run 2, but 1 is fine because Shadows aren't that much of a problem other than Window for this deck. And Ritual Beasts you can do a lot against. 1 Trap Tricks, Triple Nightmare because Necros are a thing. 2 Veilers, again, Necros, and it has a lot of other uses for like Satellars and decks like that. 2 Imperial Iron Walls because there's Ritual Beast and Necros, and this shut down a Ritual Beast deck when I was playing it, but you have to be careful because you can't use your Blaze Accelerators in the grave with this card. And 3 Goes in Match because all your monsters are fire except Summoner Monk, and Yang Zings suck so much. I hate them all. They need to die. And that is why you run that card. And that's the end of the deck profile. So, there you go.
Thank you.
Undefeated Volcanics.
Alright, see ya.